Welcome to Shark Week on Bloodbath and Beyond. Today we review Sharkansas, Women's Prison Massacre. You can never truly escape.
Directed by Jim Wynorski, the same man behind Chopping Mall and Cheerleader Massacre, comes Sharkansas, Women's Prison Massacre. And it stars Traci Lords, Christine Nguyen, and Dominique Swain. And it's about a group of female prisoners that are on their way to prison. They don't make it though. They stop at a cabin, they get hijacked by some people, and then they get hunted down by sharks that can swim on land. So what do we like?
I'm kicking it off with the story, because when we first started watching this, I thought we were gonna get that typical shark movie, and they threw a curveball, and the sharks can swim on land.
However, we do get our typical shots of like underwater, like, oh, I'm driving through this deep ass water. You know, you get shark vision and it looks like it's 50 feet below.
The second the shark goes from the lake and like into the land, I was blown away. I was like, they're doing this. This is happening right now.
And it was really well done. We actually had to have the discussion whether or not this was practical effects or really, really good CG. And we came to the conclusion that it's really good CG. Absolutely shocked. I didn't see it coming from a movie of this caliber. When the sharks swim through land, they're kicking up debris, they're making cuts through the land, and it looks really, really cool. And the sharks look awesome. They have these little like spikes on them.
Horns,
and they like wiggle. And I think there's like, some of the shots I think might actually be a practical shark that they composited really well. But either way, the sharks look dope. You know what else looked dope? The hot ass babes. We had so many very attractive women in this, of varying ethnicities and boob sizes.
Sky McDonald takes the cake on this one. No offense, girls, you're all beautiful in my books, but that scene where Sky just sits in the hot tub, it was just a done deal.
She was actually beautiful. Like, her eyes are just, ah. And if you like blonde bombshells, you got Cindy Lucas.
And no shark movie is complete without their good guy. And John Callahan, you were the nicest guy in this film. He played the cop. I really liked his character.
He's just the nicest cop in any horror movie I've ever seen. Now, this is one of those so bad it's good kind of movies. It's not a super deep story. There's nothing crazy going on. It's just hot chicks running around, escaping sharks. And the comedy was much better than I thought it would be for this kind of movie.
The dialogue was subtle. If you're not paying attention to what they're saying, you are going to miss the joke.
One of my favorite jokes being like a 20-second little monologue by Traci Lords talking about a Coke bottle. Fucking hilarious.
It needs a little work, but once it's polished up, it's gonna look great in my mini bar.
When we reviewed Cheerleader Massacre, it was one of our first movies. We were ultra cynical and we didn't know what we were getting into.
Well, we're making a review show. Should we watch this porn or?
We thought this was porn.
We thought this was porn.
Now I think I love this guy. Now let's move on to our dislikes. The most evident issue with this movie is probably why a lot of these movies get a bad rap, and it's because of the acting. The acting is subpar.
Get rid of what you're wearing.
Even me?
Yes, sweetheart, even you.
Like, the acting is super stiff, it's awkward, and all the line delivery is just, it seems super forced.
What do you got waiting for you when you get out anyway?
My boy. Got a little boy.
We do get shark kills, but we don't get to see them. It's a lot of cutaways, which is disappointing because there's no struggle, there's no battle.
The closest we got was like the aftermath of somebody's leg being chomped off, and it didn't look that good. But everything else is just a shark swimming towards the camera and then blood in the water.
After talking so highly about the bodacious babes that were in this movie, it was kind of a tease in the sense that we didn't get any nudity. There was moments of like 3 girls in a hot tub, a sexy montage of like water bottles being sprayed on each other, and then a potential lesbian sex scene that just like fades to black. This movie should have given us something.
If you've seen Cheerleader Massacre, it's basically a softcore porn. And Jim knows how to make softcore porns. He has 99 directorial credits, and 89 of them are softcore porns. I think this was going to not be a TV movie, and somebody scooped it up. Like, Sci-Fi's like, fuck it, I'm gonna take this, but you gotta cut out all the good stuff. And unfortunately, I got the Blu-ray, and there's no extra features, there's no deleted scenes, there's no nothing. Now it's time for our final thoughts and ratings.
Sharkansas Women's Prison Massacre was a surprise to me. I wasn't expecting the land sharks, which was a cool touch, but I was also expecting a lot of cool shark kills and a little bit of nudity considering the director and the style of this film. So I didn't get that, but the story was different, which was cool. This is something that I think everyone should at least try and see if you get the opportunity because it's enjoyable. And if you got a buddy to watch it with, it's gonna be even more enjoyable. So with that being said, I'm gonna give this 3 bloody high fives out of 5.
Sharkansas is a shark movie. And at this point, you should probably expect cheesy acting, cheesy jokes, cheesy sharks, and just like cheese and weird shark movie cliches. And that's exactly what you get here. However, because we're so used to all of these cheesy shark movies that have great kills, and considering the director is Jim Wynorski, why is there no nudity? It doesn't make any sense. But, you know, it's still a pretty fun movie. It's better than I expected, to be honest. You guys will probably enjoy this movie if you have some drinks and you have some friends to watch it with. So I'm gonna give this 2.5 very convincing shark bait dummies out of 5. As always, thank you for watching. Like this video and comment below with your thoughts on Sharkansas Women's Prison Massacre. If you've seen it, if you haven't, there are links in the description where you can find it. And make sure you come back tomorrow for more Shark Week.